Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Zero Gaming here, and today we're going to tackle the same stage that we previously already cleared. But this time I'm going to go with Ace to test that Ace and Laguna BT. For those who didn't know about this one, basically the simple idea is Ace trap is going to trigger Laguna's grenade. So for every enemies in the run, for each time Ace trigger the trap on one specific enemy, you will trigger the grenade. So 3 enemies mean 3 grenades at a turn. So this idea is actually better if you let the enemy take turns. But in the situation where I'm having right now, I'm trying to finish off the enemy within the burst phase. So it's a little bit different than what this strategy normally calls for. It's a fun approach actually, but like I said, the best way to actually utilize Ace and Laguna's combo is to have the enemy getting turns instead of just finishing them off in the BT phase itself. But one thing about this enemy is that the warp mechanism actually allows them to take 0 HP damage for 3 turns every time they warp. So it's kind of annoying really. I really don't like this stage. I didn't know why. When it was first released in JP, it just sort of didn't click with me. It's just like the Transcendent 7, which we just... Transcendent 8, sorry. The Reckoning stage where we have the boss. It's not a very nice mechanism where if the boss is just there to waste your time. It's like, you know they're dying anyway, but they're just there to do some useless stuff, which is precisely what I have in mind for this boss as well. It's actually a relatively easy stage. All things considered, the boss has a very low HP pool, but the fact that it warp in and throw out all this buff, debuff on you, and it's just like, it's like they're delaying the inevitable, because they're gonna die anyway in this one. They're not that strong, but their debuff is damn annoying, like paralyze, the heat debuff, everything just there to delay their death, not there to pull off any specific stunts. Like I said, they have tons of bravery attack only and almost 0 HP attack. I think the only 2 HP attack that they have is when their shield is on, which is during the 29%, and you let them get turns during that moment, or if they are targeting single target ally and your ally just happens to be in the red. So yeah, then yes, they'll be performing the HP attack. But other than that, all attack is basically just bravery attack that try to shave off your bravery. Anyway, enough ranting about the stage. This one is basically just me, like I said, tackling the stage, trying to get that warp only happening once, which is at the 79%. And then having Ace entering into his BT phase with Laguna's effect as well as Ramza and Garnet buff, so that he can maximize the damage output. But the problem with this one is Ace literally has to take at least 3 turns. I mean 2 turns before his BT, before clicking his BT button. It's almost like Laguna. The first one is his own BT, and then follow up by his LD attack, so that you can get the free skill as well as the HP, the upgraded HP attack. Although do take in mind that you want to use the additional ability first before you use his LD, because you want to have his BT effect add 3 stacks, and you want to reduce the turn count for that BT effect to 6 turns, so that it will expire within the BT phase itself to trigger the follow-up attack. Yeah, that's what I normally do when I run Ace. Anyway, you can see from here I have to go into summon phase to give up more space for Ace to get him his turn and fully prepare for the BT phase. But I also try to use Garnet as a support instead of having her in the party to actually reduce the amount of damage she will do in her overhead follow-up attack. So with this, I won't be triggering the boss before the 50% threshold. Anyway, triggering Sid Rain's call effect just to maximize the launches, and here we go into the burst phase. So the burst phase is pretty simple. You can just use his skill 1 or skill 2, depends on whether you want to go for single target or AoE damage. but do understand that you want to use his HP attack first before proceeding with his LD to another HP attack to maximize the trap trigger so that he can do more damage with grenades from Laguna's follow-up. But because of the fact that we only have 2 enemies here, the grenade is gonna only have an additional trigger for 1 more time each time A's trap goes off. So in that situation, like I said, not the best way to run him with this combo during the BT phase, but nonetheless it's a very fun approach since the idea here is to maximize the damage output from the BT phase so that we can just nuke the boss right from 50%. Man, the BT effect from Ramza and Garnet is just so sweet. It's not even the full BT effect from Ramza because I don't have I didn't maximize the buff that we have on all of the characters, but nonetheless it's a very nice damage from Ace over here. Even Laguna's BT follow-up has been dealing a good amount of damage. And yes, of course, my adversary, the low battery symptom. Sorry guys about this one, I always have this issue. I should bring a charger with me, but then again my iPad. Anyway, based on what I'm looking at right now, I think I might kill the boss accidentally before Ace perform his finisher. The boss HP is just so low. I'm serious, I'm not sure what's the actual amount is, but judging from what I see so far, it's just really weak as compared to the Lufenia Plus that we have recently. I mean, it's already quite easy from our experience, but this just is another new level, I guess. Wait, no. Irvine one was a meme. The Irvine one was the worst Lufenia Plus, I guess. Anyway, you can see that Ace trigger his follow-up within the BT Plus, which is, I mean the BT phase, which is what we wanted. And there you go. The finisher, like I said, that we will be finishing the boss before the final attack. And yeah, it's a very fun approach to this one. I mean, like I said, I hate the boss when they try to warp in their turn. So this is just another approach for it to maximize the damage output. Of course, you can run unit like Machina and everything else because they actually work the same with the idea that the BT phase does a devastating amount of damage. And nonetheless, Ace Laguna, it's normally just a fun idea that most people think of, but I just try to run them seriously in the stage. Alright, anyway guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't expect me to do more commentary as often because yeah, I just don't do that a lot. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.